still is a good time to still say ring in the new year. So we're back. Lions Sports Network is back, and we're back in a big way. It's the Lions, the St. John 23rd Lions basketball team taking on the Awty Rams just in Houston. We're here in Katy, Texas at SJ23 Gym. Glad to have you with us. You're watching high school basketball on Lions Sports Network. We're gonna have a good one, and if we can get it here closely, we're gonna have Desmond McLaughlin, good friend of mine, join us here as an analyst. But for now, it is your voice of the Lions, George Koff, with you on this beautiful Friday afternoon, evening rather, as we're just past right at 6 o'clock. I'll give you a little bit some notes here as we count down 2 minutes and 48 seconds to tip off. The Awty Rams. Awty was established in 1956, but officially became the Awty International School in 1984. They are approximately 520 big, putting them in the 6A classification in TAPS. They are the Rams, as I mentioned earlier, and they are coming into tonight's game with a 5-8 record and 0-1 in district play. Their district opponent, which happened to be their last game, they've already opened the district play. They lost to St. Thomas, who looks to be the district champion or district runner-up, 27-69. And I believe that was in Houston. No, that was at home. Excuse me. That was at home at Awty's home court. The Lions, on the other hand, are also coming into this game with a losing record, 7-11, 0-1 in district play. Their last game was a victory in or one of their last games. They played in the Lutheran South Tournament, which happened just after Christmas, but before the new year. They defeated Logos Prep 63-60. But their last district game came before Christmas as they traveled to Beaumont to face the Kelly Catholic Bulldogs and almost escaped with a victory, but coming up short 78-82. They are also looking for their first district win of the season, which means somebody will come out of this game with their first district win. You might ask, George, is there a home court advantage in this game? Well, for the Lions, they've struggled. They have struggled this year, and through non-district play, they finished with a 1-4 record. They finished with a 1-4 home record, rather, not 1-4 record, a 1-4 home record. And that came over a weak Faith West opponent, 79-51. The Gerberding twins, paired with the Amos brothers, who are new additions to this Lions team, should be able to out-rebound the Rams, a small Rams team, and create problems defensively. We are probably going to be looking at a close ball game. The Lions, 6 of their 11 losses have come by 4 points or less, and as talking to the team prior to today's game, that might even be more than 7 or 8 games. So nope, scoring's not an issue for the Lions, but rather foul trouble, discipline, that thing of the sort. This could be one of the final district matchups with Awty as they plan to move to the SPC following 2019 season. And now to join me on the broadcast right before we get the tip off here, as you'll have the Awty Rams in the green tops, green shorts, and the St. John 23rd Lions in the white jerseys, white shorts, and we welcome in Desmond McLaughlin. Desmond,
how's it going, George?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
Doing fantastic on this beautiful evening.
Desmond's going to bring some analytics. He's going to bring some analysis for us as we break down this game, and he's going to do the camera. So we'll just every time he wants to butt in. We'll just figure that out. But this will be the first, Desmond, I don't know if you know this will be the first time in Lions Sports Network history that we have a dual commentary broadcast. So we're making some history here in Lions Sports Network, which means we're about to get ready to start here with the tip-off. And the Lions win the tip-off. That's number 11 for your Lions. New man on the team, Kellen Amos, part of the Amos brothers, gets it over the 14 into 31. That would be Jacob Gerberding. Can't quite get the shot open, so he gets it over the Awty. Awty's Erkin Boskert holds the ball here. 13 to Sebastian Peralta behind the line, or behind the arc, excuse me, not the line, the arc. Amos, that would be the Kellen of the sort, on him. Another missed shot. Good rebound by Jacob Gerberding. Brings it down the brine to Sean Callahan. And that's Kellen Amos with the lay-in. Puts the Lions up 2-0 early in this one. And number 2, Jeremy Isgett, looks for the shot. Did not get it. Brings it over now to number 14, who we're not sure. For the 3, misses it. Not sure who number 14 is. We'll try to get that to you if we can. Oh, and a nice block. A stuff by Kellen Amos, number 11. Give me some stuffed crust pizza, am I right? Am I right? Some stuffed crust pizza? Yeah, Desmond shows the approval here. Jacob Gerberding into his brother. His brother with the lay-in. Add 2 more to the score. 4-0 Lions. And this team already quickly here with just under, not even a minute to, we've not even played a minute. And just like that, that's number 2, Jeremy Isgett with the layup. So back to a 2-point lead for the Lions. Lots of movement on the ball. 14 was going to, oh, nice lay-in by number 14. I believe that is Jonathan Amos. Looks like he's not wearing number 5 as usual. Looks like he's wearing number 14, his brother. And so that's 6-2, and the missed shot by Awty. And a very quick opening first minute in this game. And that's almost a travel. Instead, a carry by 31 over back to, and Jacob got it out to Jonathan Amos. And that's going to be out on Christian. So Awty's going to get the ball here with 5:27 to go. And remember, our clock is going to be maybe a second or 2 off. We're going to do the best we can. A weird shot leads to a fast break by Jonathan Amos, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to head to the line. And instead, it's going to be a timeout called by Awty. So with this timeout, and Coach Lorenz breaks out the whiteboard, let's bring in Desmond here for some early analysis. Desmond, what have you seen from this game so far?
Well, George, I'm definitely seeing the ball pushed very fast by the Amos brothers. I definitely like what I'm seeing from them. I see the twins definitely grabbing the boards a lot. Right now, St. John's playing really well.
I would agree with you. I think the fast-paced already. We're just about 2 minutes in, or 3 minutes in. I'm sorry. I forget that it's an 8-minute quarter. We're about 3 minutes into the game, and already back and forth. Shots taken by each team, and Awty obviously not as good shooting percentage already at this point than the Lions. Anything you want to add before we get the free throws here?
No, George, I'm just excited for the rest of the game. I'm excited to see what happens.
I mean, we got early action here from SJ23 Gym, and it was not free throws. In fact, it was just a baseline foul throw-in. Oh, and that goes off the hands of Christian Gerberding into the hands of number 2 for the assist to 25, Sherwin Resek. So the Awty Rams put some more points on the board. 6-4 is your new score here, as we're under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And a stuff for Sean, but instead Christian lays it in, and he's going to go to the line for one. Christian Gerberding, the senior, with his brother Jacob. Both 6'7". And he completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. So like that, 9-4. Lions extend their lead. Have not fallen behind yet. But a three-pointer over here by 3. Gabriel Roy couldn't quite get there. Get it in. And a fast break by Sean Callahan, and he's going to go to the line. A good decision by Sean to just try to put it up, and instead he got fouled by, looks like 13 Peralta. And the Lions are they're not really putting anybody on the line there, on the free throw line. They're kind of just letting it. Interesting tactic. Desmond says interesting tactic, but regardless, Lions reach the double-digit mark now in this one. 10-4, your new score. 4:17 or so. A three-pointer by 1, and that's going to be a foul. Looks like on Sean Callahan. So number 1, Erkin Boskurt. Erkin Boskurt's going to go to the line for what will be 3 free throws. See if he can't put the Rams within 3 here. And he misses the first. He makes the second. Looking for the third one here. And that's the 2 big men on the closest side there. And he gets the third one. So 2 of 3. Awty climbs closer. 10-6 here. Halfway through the opening frame. A nice pass to Kellen, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first. And he misses the second. And free throws can hurt you down the stretch there if you can't quite get them. And just like that, Awty gets some points back. Coach Lorenz uses a timeout. So halfway through this first quarter, your score, Lions 10, Awty 8. Desmond, you mentioned the free throws. Lions are not doing so great. 2 for 5 from the line already.
Definitely, George. Considering that it's only a 4-point game right now, towards the end of the game, this could be, if they keep missing these free throws, this could be a problem. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, and the Awty is 2 for. Awty alone on that first attempt they had over here, they were 2 for 3. And the Lions on those attempts that they've had 2 fouls or rather 3 fouls, but 2 of them from the line, they're 2 for 5. That's, that like you said, could hurt them in the stretch. We get back to it here. Get back to action. In this one, here is Kellen, Amos. I'll just call the Amos brothers by their first names here. It makes it easier for everybody. Kellen gets it over to the Gerberdings, and he takes it back from the 3-point line. Can't quite get it. Nice rebound from Jacob. Gerberding, and the one. And he's going to go to the line, and hopefully those free throw troubles won't hurt him. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And at first looked like the scoreboard operator didn't quite get the 2 points that that Jacob made. He got it. So it's 12-8 here, and they convert on that one. So the Lions are officially 50% from the line. 3.5 minutes to go. That's Isgit with the ball, traveling into the paint, passes it over to Bosgert for the shot, doesn't get it. Roy gets the rebound for number 3. And there was a foul committed, but it looks like that's an offensive foul. Lions basketball from the baseline. Callan's going to take it up the court. Gets it over to Sean. Christian inside the paint to Jacob. Back to his brother, Christian. And they're going to call travel on Christian. Maybe had one too many steps there. And a substitution. And looks like Jonathan Amos is going to come out in for 21, Ethan Mills. And also coming in is Alex Sikafus in for Jacob Gerberding, number 22 there, on your screen there, number 22 for the Lions. That's Isget with the ball, driving inside, kicks it over the Peralta for the 3 points for Peralta. Awty within 2. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to call something here. Either way, it looks like Ethan Mills is going to take it from the far side. Gets it over into Sean. Alex Sikafus drives inside. Offensive foul. Good defense by the Awty Rams. And they're going to drive down the court here, trying to tie it up on this possession. Drives inside. Awkward shot. Good rebound by Christian Gerberding. Kellen with the ball. Gets it over to Sean. Sean inside the Christian. Yeah, rolls around and he gets it in. Christian Gerberding adding more points to it tonight. And a bad pass. Trying to get it to Valentin Mose on the far side. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lions basketball. Ethan Mills there for the inbound. And Christian's going to come out. They're going to bring the other big man back in. Jacob Gerberding is in. Christian Gerberding is out. Gets it over to Mills. Gerberding. Amos. Both Amoses back out on the floor. They took Sean Callahan out. And a bad shot again as we near the last few minutes of this, last minute and a half of this quarter. A weird possession over here. Good pass by Jacob into Ethan Mills. And a foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And that was almost like a touchdown pass over there by Jacob Gerberding, throwing it basically half court to Ethan Mills, who happens to play football. And he misses the first of 2. Again, another missed free throw to add on to the Lions' struggles from the charity stripe. With 1:27 to go, trying to add to that 4-point lead they've already mounted here early. And he gets the second. So 16-11, new score. As Awty drives down, gets it out here to 13. That was Peralta, couldn't quite find a way to get there. And that's going to be a travel by Jonathan Amos. Looked like he thought he was going to get a jump ball. Instead, it's going to be Awty basketball. Get to inbound rather. Mose on the outside of the arc. Gets it back to Isget. Inside the paint, he drives in the one-handed layup. Awty's still keeping their own in this game. As we are with less than a minute to go in this game. Or in this quarter, not game, quarter. And Jonathan Amos is going to go to the line. Got fouled on that play. I don't want to say game, we just started here. And the Lions are already in the bonus. Awty has committed 7 fouls. Let's see if Jonathan can Misses the first. And again, that's something we'll talk about with Coach Lorenz here in our post-game interview. Again, post-game interview coming up. Be all posted on Twitter after the game. Post-game interview, not halftime interview, post-game interview. We'll get his thoughts. But Jonathan gets the second of 2. 5 for 10 from the line. Here, as the end of the quarter, getting close to it. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. It's going to be an inbound by Mills at half court, at mid-court. Half court, mid-court, whatever you call it. Sean's going to take it down. Alex Sikafus with the lay-in. And that's not going to be a foul, a shooting foul, so Awty's going to inbound from the close sideline. Going to inbound from the close sideline. And the Bosgert gets the lay-in to go. Nice fadeaway jumper. So here's the end of the quarter. 5, 4, 3, 2. Couldn't get the last shot to go, and just like that, the quarter ends. So at the end of the first quarter, we're going to bring Desmond on here for some first quarter analysis. At the end of the first quarter, your score: Lions 19, Awty Rams 15. You're watching high school basketball on Lions Sports Network. And we're back. And we're back with our analyst here, Desmond McLaughlin. Desmond, you watched one quarter here. I'm assuming this is probably your first quarter of St. John's 23rd basketball in about a year. We were doing this last year here around the same time, Kelly game. What did you see from this first quarter of action? What did you like from it?
Well, George, towards the end, I saw the Awty Rams that made a push towards their player number 2
Is good.
Yes, he definitely knows what he's doing. Great ball handler, gets inside the lanes very quickly. But I like what the Lions are doing by playing the uptight, hard game inside the paint. You know, they've taken a lot of fouls, not necessarily hit all their free throws, but I like what they're doing inside the paint.
5 for 10 from the line. Sometimes that hurts you. Apparently not with the Lions. And we appreciate Desmond here contributing to the good analyst here. He'll make a good analyst in the future. We know that for sure. As we start the second quarter of play. We're both trying to do that, I guess. Going for 2 is Izga, as Desmond mentioned, and on cue. Desmond mentions it, and right on cue, Awty gets the 3-pointer, and just like that, it's a 1-point game here early in the second quarter. Jonathan Amos. Oh, an awkward pass trying to get it into Jacob. Fast break over to Peralta, and Awty has taken the lead. The first lead of this game, 20-19. As Coach Lorenz is going to sub in the other Amos brother and the other Gerberding brother, as Sean Callahan is going to be on the baseline to throw it in. Oh, a nice pass to Jacob. Can't get it to lay in. Bosgert with the rebound. Awty brings it the other way. He gets it over the Izgat. Inside to Peralta with the fadeaway with the backward Kobe jumper. Awty extends their newly found lead to 3 points. St. John's got to get something going here. And a good lay-in by Christian Gerberding helps that cause. Leads down to 1. Good ball game. Good game coming up here. Or not coming up. Good game showing up here And another three by Isget. Jeremy Isget with the three-pointer. Oh, from behind the line. That was like an NBA three. Holy moly. And Desmond on cue. Just, oh my goodness. And a three for Sean Callahan goes an air ball on the other side there. Somebody wanted to push, but let's see, over the Peralta, another three, another three-pointer. And just like that, Coach Lorenz is forced to call a timeout. Because if he isn't careful, this game could get way out of hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We bring in Desmond again. Desmond right on cue. Isget there. 2 3-pointers.
I told you, man. I don't know what it is about me, but I can always tell when someone knows how to play. You can tell the move around the floor, their IQ, where they pass the ball. I can always tell like who's the best player on the team, and that's definitely the best player on the team, as you can tell.
I agree. And again, but that last three we saw was by Peralta. He had a three, but
they're definitely living by the 3-point right now. It's working for them, so I mean, why stop?
I think Isget has three up to this point. We're trying to keep the best stats we can here. Our two-man crew. This is a reminder. This is a reminder. We're gonna tell you that Lions Sports Network, we're gonna do as best we can with the home schedule. As we are still college student, I am still a college student here at A&M. Desmond's at Texas Tech. Do the best we can to get you a game or two. So still keep on to that, and we're going to bring baseball and hopefully softball. I was good, yeah. And as we resume play, interesting shot by Ethan Mills. Oh, and that was almost a screen there, whatever that was, a run into. Peralta escape. He's trying to drive in, finding somebody. Got Rask there. He's now got the ball. He got it over the Boskert. Isget for three again. And it bounced off on the other side of the backboard, so Lions basketball. But Desmond, can we just mention for a second, that was just, I mean, Isget, I can't believe you got that on cue. As we get back to play here, or not back to play, but back to a possession, Lions possession. And that was Kellen Amos, really couldn't do anything, but he got the ball back. Again, no shot clock in high school. And a Euro step by Kellen Amos gets the Lions back where they want them. It gets it over the Isget to Peralta. Couldn't get that three. Taking a lot of threes, lots of chances, and I guess you can do that when you're up by 5. Desmond mentioned you live or die by the 3. And another substitution here. Ethan Mills is going to come out. Coming in is 14, Jonathan Amos. Awty basketball with approaching the halfway mark of this second quarter, and a 3 from Bosger goes in. And Awty is just on fire from the three-point line from the arc. Oh my goodness. Lions down by 8 here, approach 4:23. Christian into his brother, but a good defensive play by Isget. Oh, good deflection by Jonathan Amos. He knew he wanted that one back. Steal that one and take it the other way. Regardless, it's going to be an inbound by our new favorite player, Isget here. And instead, a nice steal by Jacob Gerberding to the other way. Sean Callahan for the 3, or for the 2 rather. 6 point deficit now. And a 3 by Bosger. No, couldn't go. Bounced other side of the rim. And Desmond says it was tipped. He's my spotter too. And a good inside drive by Kellen, couldn't get it. Fast break again, this time by Peralta. This side of the rim, he gets the rebound off a few bounces, gets it back out to Isget. Reset here. Isget dishes it out to Bosgert, and that's a travel by Bosgert. Line basketball on this sideline. Desmond knew it when he saw it. And then again, here with approximately 3 minutes to go. And that's into Kellen, into Jonathan. Sean Callahan almost didn't see it there. Jonathan gets it over to Christian Gerberdine. Can't get it to go. Other side of the rim. Bounced out. 3 minutes to go. Isget drives inside. He's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 shots. And it looks like Alex Sikafus is getting ready to sub in. Isget. And that goes in. Three for 4 from the line for the Awty Rams versus 5 for 10 for the Lions. Make that 4 for 5. Again, you live or die by the 3. You live or die by the free throw, too. Sean Callahan takes it back down the court. He's looking for some options. He gets Kellen. Finds Kellen into Christian Gerberding. Lions trying to mount a comeback. (33-27). 2:30 to go. Peralta for the jumper. That would be what you call an air ball. Peralta has had some good shots, but if they ain't good, they're an air ball. So Callan takes it back down the court. Gets it over to his brother Jonathan. Into Sean. Quick pass, a great pass by Jonathan. 4-point game. 2 minutes to go in the half. Isget.
They switched to a 2-3 zone.
Then Desmond says they switched to a 2-3 zone. They meaning St. John 23rd, and that looks like that's definitely helped them. Timeout on the floor. 2 minutes to go in this game, and I feel like this would be a good time to describe that. Bring in Desmond again. Desmond, you said they switched to a 2-3 zone.
Well, George, a 2-3 zone. It's very complicated to use. If it's used properly, though, it's meant to stop the 3-point line, which we haven't seen a 3-point from Awty in a while. So I think they're running it pretty well. You know, this is a great thing about the sport of basketball is that you can give up like a 6-0 run and come back and get seconds, and that's exactly what St. John's doing right now.
Exactly, and obviously you're right. We have not seen a 3-pointer from Awty. We've seen, as we're 2 minutes to go in the half. Callan drives it into Christian, over to Jonathan. Jonathan's looking for some space, couldn't get there. That's Peralta with the rebound. Oh, and some fanciness backfires. Jonathan Amos and one! He goes to the line. And a great turn of events for the Lions. A great turn of events. And he just had that awareness to get the steal. Oh, excuse me, they are juniors, the two Amos brothers. And he misses it. Again, that struggle from the free throw line, that's something if we were to do a halftime interview, we would talk to Coach Lorenz about. Peralta out to Rask. Over to Isget. Isget to Peralta for 3. It was strange bounce, but Isget for 2, he gets it. Four-point game down the stretch. Make that a 2-point game. Kellen Amos helping the Lions come back here. Less than a minute to go. Our clock is 30 seconds behind. Less than a minute to go. A 3. No. And again, that 2-3 zone's working, helping out with blocking the 3. Kellen Amos, Lions trying to tie this up before halftime. And a nice block over there by Peralta. 36 seconds to go. 35-33. Could have been a foul there, but instead Sean Callahan back and forth here. 27 seconds to go. Sean Callahan misses the easy layup, and that's something that Coach Lawrence definitely going to talk about at halftime. 20 seconds to go. Awty looks like they're going to dribble it to take the last shot. Gets right here in front of you on the. He's looking for a three-pointer here. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Looking for the three-pointer at the buzzer. And he just misses it. So at the end of the half, your score, Awty 35, Lions 33. And before long here, we're going to get a halftime report. Actually, we're going to take that half report right now. And we bring in here with Desmond. Desmond, what did you see in that first half? What did you like about it?
Well, it's just a back and forth game, George. At the beginning of the game, St. John had the lead, and we were like, Awty can't keep up with these guys. But then Awty decided they got a pretty big lead there, hitting the threes. We saw Ignat just go off there for a while. And towards the end of the half, the momentum went back to St. John, and now we were looking at a 2-point game.
I agree, and again, I think if we were to name a player of the game at this point for either side, it's got to be number 2 for Awty, Jeremy.
Without a doubt, he's just taking control of the game.
He had those 3-pointers, and I mean they went from being down by 4 the first quarter, something like that, to being up by 2 here at halftime. Desmond, what do you think? You were on the St. John basketball team for a few years.
I was.
What do you think Coach Lawrence is telling his team right now here, down by 2?
It's telling his team definitely make free throws. If they would have made more of their free throws, they'd be up right now. If you think about it, and also make easy shots. I've seen a lot of shots inside the paint.
Expand.
Well, I'm seeing the Twins definitely they're missing a lot of hook shots deep inside the paint. And I've noticed that St. John is not boxing out. You know, I'm noticing these little guys, because Awty is definitely undersized. They're grabbing rebounds. You know, I'm seeing rebounds almost every single possession.
We talked about this in the pregame. We said that the two Amos brothers, and the Gerberton twins should be able to out-rebound the Rams.
But they're not doing it right now.
They're not doing that. I mean, look at the size.
The Awty is rebounding and kicking out for threes, which is how they got a lot of the open three-point shots.
Why is get us open, exactly. Let's talk about the Lions here. We talked about the Rams a little bit. Let's talk about the Lions stars. Obviously, you got to look at Christian Kellen Amos, number 11 here for the Lions. And he's in that last 2 minutes or so. He brought the Lions back. And his brother's been off and on. What have you liked of him?
They're just attacking the basket, you know. They're attacking basket, getting fouled, getting and ones. You know, they're making this game exciting. You know, getting St. John pumped up. This is exactly what they need.
Hey, getting physical never hurt.
No, it doesn't.
Getting physical never hurt. We're gonna take a break here. We've got a 7-minute halftime, which supposedly the clock just started. So, again, at the half, your score. Rams 35, Lions 33. We'll take a quick break, and we'll catch you here in the last 3 minutes or so before halftime, and we'll break down the Lions' upcoming schedule. But now we'll take a moment. We don't want to self-publicize, advertise here, but there is a pretty cool podcast. Desmond's a good friend of mine. I said he's at Texas Tech, and I'm at A&M. There is a cool podcast though that brings us in our schools together. It's called the Fifth Quarter Podcast. We record Tuesday or Wednesday every week, and we break down college sports. We broke down college football this last few months. We're going to break down college basketball. We're going to start breaking down college baseball here as we get towards the end of the year. So if you want, feel free to check it out on YouTube, and we will have a special. We're gonna have a special national championship podcast episode coming out on Monday, on the championship Monday. So make sure to tune into that. But for now, again, at the half here from Katy, Texas, your score: Awty 35, St. John the 23rd 33. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, you want to do this too? Your analysis is good because it's, again, what we talked about. I don't know basketball as good as you do, and you pointed out the 2-3 zone. I would have never pointed that out. You pointed out the travel over here that I barely. Now the only thing I want you to do is help me with fouls. I'm not. I'm good with with travel. But what are some of the fouls, like the one that he did over here? There's a blocking foul, I'm assuming, over here.
I forget, but yeah, probably.
Okay. What is that? Is that this? Is that what that is? It's like a blocking foul?
Blocking foul's like this.
What's
a blocking foul?
So what is this? A push?
Yeah, push.
I gotta stretch here. Desmond, how much space do I have there if I were to move it forward? Am I close?
Yeah, you're pretty close. Oh, like up?
Yeah.
Space up, you're fine.
Okay. I just gotta stretch my legs because my legs have been sitting like this. I'm gonna talk about the schedule coming up.
Huh?
So you see all my notes I've got here. I did that all day, so look, we got. This is what the schedule looks like. You wanna take a look. Or here. So that's the rest of the schedule. This is gonna be a tough stretch right here. Savio, or right here. Thomas Sire, 40th highest scoring. Even just these four. And then after that, it's smooth sailing. What are you listening to?
Drake.
Wait, his new album, Scorpion? Oh, and Desmond, when we get a chance, we gotta talk about when we're gonna record that podcast.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, well, that was quick. Desmond, that was quick. Okay. Well, apparently we're back on more than we expected, so just like that, this game is back on here in the third quarter. Quick halftime. We're used to some football halftimes where you actually get a chance to take a break. And again, the Lions are going to be going left to right on your screen, and the Awty Rams are going right to left. As we just start the second half. A three by Kellen Amos puts the Lions back up with a 3 points. Gotta extend it, gotta extend it. That's what it says. You're killing me, George. You're killing me. Well, you gotta have that signature flair. We got a new number here. Gabriel Roy back in. Oh, nice stuff by Christian Gerberding, but he gets it right back to the Awty Rams. And immediately, Desmond, I think we haven't seen Awty take made three in the last 30 minutes for sure. I mean, we talked about that about 5 minutes ago here at the end of the half, but seriously, I mean, the Lions, that was a huge run they've been on, at least something like, 30 or 15-6 or something like that, because that was a big run to take the lead here with Jacob getting the roll, the finger roll, extend their lead. 3-point ball game here in the third quarter. Whatever Coach Lorenz told him, whatever Coach Lorenz told him at the half. Good contesting. Oh, and a nice pass over here to Jonathan. And one! And just like that competition we were talking about at halftime, Lions trying to get that and one every time. It only works if you can convert on the and ones, though. Again, the Lions are 5 for 11 from the line. Looking to see what Jonathan Amos can do. But he gets that one through. 6 for 15. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 for 12. 6 for 12 from the line. (41-35). He completed the old-fashioned three-point play. 6-point lead as we start early third quarter. Over here to Isget, to Roy. Roy back to Peralta for three. And as I mentioned, if it ain't a three, it's an air ball. Lions get it back. Kellen Amos to his brother, Jonathan. Good 4 passes, but Sean Callahan couldn't convert there. Be a foul on Kellen? He did put number 11 up. It's gonna be a foul on Amos. Really not do much, but Sean Callahan's gonna come out of the game. Bring in Ethan Mills. Isget, nice pass over to Bosgert, results in a air ball again. Sorry, air ball is a bad term. A bad shot would be the proper term. Gets it back to Kellen Amos. Mills to Kellen for three. Off the front side of the rim. Still lead is 6. Into the paint is Peralta. Good rebound by Kellen to his brother again. And they convert. An Amos to Amos double trouble there if there wasn't one. My goodness. Lead is 8. Isget. Look for the three. Was it a contested three? Probably not the best shot. Gets it into Christian. To Ethan. Jonathan. Jacob. Christian. Christian puts it back. Just like that, a 10-point lead. 10-point lead here. Try to tell Desmond to calm yourself with the camera movements there. Bosgert back to Isget. Back to Bosgert for three. And they're still looking. They're still dry from the three-point line. Down by 10. Kellen, you could have driven a truck through that. You could have driven a truck through that opening. And instead, because it was so open, he got the shot. 12-point lead. Timeout by Awty. Timeout by Awty. Here with 4 minutes to go. Again, those Amos brothers, juniors, not sure if they're twins or not, but still juniors. Upperclassmen taking some leadership here, even on their first year on the team. Transfers. But still putting some points up back on the board. Get up there. There we go. A nice pass in to Alex Sikafus, and all of a sudden, he comes up a little bit limping. He seems to be okay. Bosgert got it to Peralta. Peralta went for the shot, and it was denied. So Peralta's going to go to the line. First free throw here. Attempts here early in this second half. Misses the first. So it looks like it's not just one team that's struggling from the free throw line. But he makes the second one. 5 for 7. As a team from the line, Awty is. I guess we're talking like Yoda now. Kellen Amos into the lane. And I almost said Kellen Mond. That's what I was thinking about Texas A&M football there. But instead, the basketball player here, Kellen Amos, gets another layup. 49-36. And that's a foul on Awty. It's going to be Lion basketball. Alex McNish has entered the game here, number 10. His first few his first minutes. Kellen couldn't get to go. Peralta snags the rebound. Peralta tried to stiff arm his way up the court. Nice dribbles over here to 10. Mose back in the game. Again gets the ball behind the arc. That's Mose from behind the arc trying to end the Awty dry spell of threes. Peralta ends up with the ball after some ball got tipped up. Good defense in the corner, gets around it. Peralta still finds a way to get the three. Wow. 11-point lead for the Lions. Ethan Mills. And that's going to be a travel on number 21 on Ethan. Coach Lorenz isn't happy with what he sees. .218 to go. Back to Peralta. Isget to Mose for three. Doesn't get it. Good tip back. And that's going to be a kicked ball. Awty basketball. With 2:07 to go. And that's a back. Oh, that's a foul. And that's going to be that's a push. A push on Ethan Mills. Two minutes to go in this third quarter. Isget with the ball. We know he's dangerous from the three. Bosgert took the three that time. Couldn't get it. And again, Awty's been dry from early in the second quarter. Mills gets it into Sikafus. Sikafus lays it in. He's as good as on the basketball court as he is on the football field. You know, our good nickname, Sakafus. We'll get to call him here for a few more games for basketball. Been a pleasure calling his name a few times. And that's going to be Lions basketball. 38-51 here with minute 20 to go in the third quarter. McNish gets it over to Jonathan Christian for the shot. Oh, almost used the square to put the money in the bank. Isget again from behind the arc gets it to Bosgert, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to be an inbound by Isget. And Roy's going to come in for Rask. Peralta gets it in. He gets it out to Bosgert. Still cannot get a three from the Rams. Their perimeter shots have not been good. 50 seconds to go. But Isget puts it through, and finally Awty gets something back here. 11-point lead for the Lions. Less than a minute to go. Jonathan brings it up court here. Inside. Weird shot. Got tipped a few people. And that's going to be a foul. That was Valentine Mose over there as we get our clock aligned with the official game clock here. Isget takes the ball here. It looks like he might be saving up for the last shot of the third quarter. Oh, and a strange dribble. That's going to be a kick. Should be a kicked ball. Awty basketball. Isget's going to inbound. He inbounds to Peralta. Izget back to Peralta. Peralta for the shot from just about the free throw line, and he's going to go to the line. Good shot by Awty. Trying to make this a three-point play. That's Sebastian Peralta. See what he can do here from the line. Looking to extend that good percentage by Awty. And he gets it through. 6 for 8 here in the closing seconds of the third quarter. That's Ethan Mills with the bank shot. And that might just end the quarter for the three. Oh! Came close. So at the end of 3, here into the final stretch of the game, the last 8 minutes, 53-43 advantage of the St. John, the 23rd Lions. We bring in Desmond again for our third quarter analysis. Desmond, what did you see in that third quarter? Definitely kept the intensity there.
Well, George, as I told you, that 2-3 defense, I don't think we saw one three-pointer made from Awty that whole quarter, did we?
I don't think we even saw one. I don't think we saw one.
And plus the push by Kellen Amos just went off. I swear he had about 12 points that quarter easily. Just, going fast break, hustling to the basket, not being afraid to take a little contact. But it's working out for him right now.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I like what I've seen from the two football guys, Ethan Mills, Alex Sipfus. They're not just a football player, but they're also an athlete, and that's important when you're playing basketball because you got to be able to run back and forth. Desmond, what did you see from Alex McNish? He entered the game there, his first minutes.
Well, he's definitely not being selfish with the ball, passing around. He's definitely working the offense. I'm telling by that, getting guys open. So he's just being.
All right, thank you for the analysis. We'll get Desmond one more. The next time out, we'll get him for the fourth quarter here as we start the final quarter of play. And nice by Peralta. Peralta gets the layup, but a quick layup almost by Jonathan. But again, it's Jacob Gerberding for the putback. Make sure he got something there. 10-point lead still. Peralta trying to bring Awty back. Another layup puts Awty. By him, puts Awty in a good position, but they can't let the Lions just keep driving down the court. Gets out to Kellen. Christian Gerberding, though, puts it back again. Trading twos here in the early part of the fourth quarter. 10-point lead. Peralta. Peralta gets called for a travel. Lions basketball. Gets it into Jonathan, to Christian. Sean Callahan had like 3, well, I don't know what you call a pride of Rams, a group of Rams. We're just called a bunch of Rams. Because it's a pride of Lions, but he had a bunch of Rams. Jonathan for 3. 3-point for Jonathan Amos.
Man, Coach, they would have killed me if I would have made that celebration.
My goodness, 60-47 here 6 minutes ago. That shot by Peralta into Jonathan Amos, who's literally as open as a 7-Eleven at midnight. And that's open, I tell you, that's wide open. Another steal. Jonathan Amos looking for looking for a 7-point swing there. But Sean gets the rebound. Almost a 3-pointer by Jonathan. That would have put him at a 8 points in literally like, I don't know, 40 seconds or so, something like that. Instead, it's still 62-47. That was an air ball, 3-point shot. Desmond says they missed a push, but we'll see. Izgit, our favorite player over here, Izgit gets the ball. 5:45 to go.
Yeah,
offensive foul on the Rams. Lions basketball going the other way. And the next timeout we get, we're going to give you a breakdown of the remaining schedule for the Lions and for the Rams, if we can do that real quick, instead of getting Desmond's outlook on this game here. Kellen had a nice little dribbling. Got Christian Gerberding the points. Give him an assist on that one. And just like that, 17-point lead for the Lions. I think it's safe to say that at this point, we might be looking at a see what the Rams can do with 5:18 to go. Gets it out to Rask. Bad steal. Peralta on Jonathan. Doesn't have that fast break. Nice moves by Jonathan. Oh, almost went for the three. Oh, nice block by Izget. Izget driving down 2-on-1. He wanted a foul. Instead, it's a steal. Sean Callahan 3-on-1. Strange shot. Nice rebound, or nice pickup by Jonathan. Couldn't get there. Peralta came up with the rebound. Peralta's 2-on-1. Gets it into Bosgert. Bosgert's wide open to the basket. Oh, and Rask had an open shot, but Jacob Gerberding was there. Big back and forth possessions there. Slow it down a little bit. Desmond, what's the call there? What's the call there? They were talking about something.
No, it's just a foul on the floor.
Foul on the floor. Okay, got a foul on the floor. See, I'm trying my best here. Got a former basketball player here to give you the insight. 4 minutes to play. That's a shot by Callan, and he wanted a foul. He's not going to get the foul. Coach Lawrence wanted the foul. He might have been yelling about something different. Yeah. Either way, not happy possession. And Peralta's going to go. I was going to say Peralta's going to go to the line, but not enough fouls. Not enough fouls for a bonus. Lions have 6 fouls. Oh, there we go, 7 fouls. So he is going to go to the line. I knew that. I knew that was going to happen. Peralta's trying to extend that good free throw percentage by Awty. And the first is good of a 1-and-1. 7 for 9 on the game. Looking to make this 80% versus the Lions 50%. And they do just that. 8 for 10 today. Lions are 6 for 12. 64-49. 15-point game. As we near the halfway mark, or we're just past the halfway mark, and Jacob Gerberding just ran in there. Great. Man, he ran in there like he was a running back on the football field. My goodness. Contested shot, still no three by the Awty Rams. That looked like that was going to be the closest chance. 17-point game again. Jonathan Amos looking for his shot, but shoves Izget there. Peralta drives in, can't get one to go. Good rebound by Ethan Mills. Instead, it's going to be Awty basketball. On a bad break there. And this break and play, we're just gonna, looks like we're just gonna let it play out here. 4, 5, he's gotta throw it. Nice tip by Christian Gerberding. Jonathan Amos looking for the backboard to the system there, couldn't get it. Peralta brings it back down the court. Man, we said his name too many times today. Oh, nice deflection, almost a steal there by Jonathan.
He's gonna shoot that.
And that's a 3. Oh, and that's a travel. And that was his closest attempt yet. And that's in a substitution. Jonathan Amos is going to come out of the game.
Shots like that, they've given up.
Desmond says once they start shooting shots like that, they've given up. And Mills gets inside. Christian outside to McNish for 3. Oh, good rebound by Jacob. He pump faked maybe one too many times. Kellen Amos, I'm sorry, not Mon, Kellen Amos, mid-range. Good shot. 49-68. Also 20-point game here. SJ23 Gym. Peralta. Perimeter. Rosk couldn't get it off the rim far side. Kellen's gonna run it down the floor. Inside to Ethan Mills. Good shot. 21-point game. With just about 2 minutes to go.
That was a huge turnaround.
A great turnaround there for the Lions. And a crazy shot by Izgat. Oh my goodness. Wow. Again, when you start making those crazy shots, my goodness. And Lions looking to maybe slow it down a little bit. Gets it into Jacob. Over to his brother Christian. Christian inside. Oh, he almost touched the rim there. He almost got that rebound before it came out. Good pass. .point game and timeout on the floor. So in this quick timeout, or no timeout, but we'll tell you that the Lions are play 3 of their next 4, or of their next 4. 3 of their next 4 are on the road. Their next home game will be January 18th against St. Pius. That is a Wednesday maybe. Not exactly sure. We'll be trying to bring you, we'll bring you the Friday game on senior night against the Village. We can tell you that one for sure. I don't know about the other ones. We'll see. Izgat just dribbling around. Stayed in bounds. Got the save. Roy tried to go up for it. Couldn't get it. Gabriel Roy. Good pass to Sikafus. That's going to be a foul. He's going to go to the line to shoot. .104 left on the clock as we approach the under 1 minute mark. Alex Sikafus gets it in, helping the cause of the free throws. And I feel like that's the only stat we're talking about today. Couldn't get that one to go. 7 for 14 on the day. Under a minute to go in this game, in this district matchup. Off the front of the rim. Back to Awty. No, back to St. John rather. Back to Awty. Peralta for 3. Oh, I can't get it. And again, that break of trying to get a 3 is still, they have not made a 3 since the late second half when they took the lead. And Ethan Mills is going to dribble it down. Looks like they might just be trying to dribble out the clock. Gets it to Kellen Amos. And he's just going to hold on to the ball. At this point, 22-point lead. McNish over the Ethan Mills. Looking to see outside of the... And Coach Lins is telling him to just drive it inside. From the free throw line, couldn't get it. Out to Rosk. Rosk gets it out to Izgat eventually. Izgat from 8 seconds to go, trying to finish this game with a 3. 3, 2. Oh, and he's fouled. He's fouled by Ethan Mills, 21, and McNish does not look like he's good. He's limping. I wonder if he came in injured. But either way, that's the game right there. Your final score, zeros on the clock. Your final score, Lions 73, Awty 51. And we bring in Desmond for one final here, and analyst here. Desmond, what did you see last few minutes? And obviously, what do you think was the most important thing to this Lions victory?
Well, I saw the Amos brothers just take control in the fourth quarter. Third quarter, they got to control offensively, making a lot of points. For this quarter, they were setting up great assists. I love the IQ I see from them. They have a lot of potential. That's why I asked how old they were. But I liked what I saw, and this is why they come off the 20-point win. They switched to that 2-3 zone, which prevented a the three-pointers, so they did a great job.
And I want to take a moment to mention the Lions only won last week's game, or last time they were out in their Lutheran South tournament. They only won by 3. Here they put a statement. They put a statement win here. 73-51 is your final. The only thing I think is the one thing that Coach Wentz will probably say is those fouls. Too many fouls in this game that almost, the Awty shot. They were 8 for 10 from the free throw line, as the Lions were 7 for 14, 50% essentially. What did you see? What did you see that from the free throw line troubles that helped the rest of the game develop?
Well, if it was a close game, those free throws definitely would have hurt. But since it was a blowout, it didn't pretty much affect anything. But they should definitely work on those.
And we are going to bring you a post-game interview that will be live on Twitter. It'll be live on Twitter later today. Your final score from the SJ23 Gym: Lions 73, Awty Rams 51. From my partner Desmond McLaughlin and myself, George Koff, saying so long and good night from the St. John 23rd campus. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned to our Twitter page, and we'll hopefully bring you another basketball game this season. Signing off for Lion Sports Network, I'm George Koff. You've been watching high school basketball on Lion Sports Network. Final today, 73-51 Lions. So long.